Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today we have to complete what we started to do last episode. Hopefully, in this episode we'll be able to tap into this natural gas geyser over here, start collecting those resources, build a natural gas power plant, and then move up into a quasi-industrial area. We can start working on that. But yeah, first things first. This must be done right about now, and then we can worry about the industrial area later. Okay, our dupes are starting to work on this, which is nice. So my idea would be something like we have the resource over here, we can put the power plant somewhere around here, then we would use this area over here, which we need to tear down, of course, for farming or for the industrial area, and down here we also need to destroy everything, at least until we reach the abyssalite that separates the environment from this lava biome. Oh, there is lava over here. Nice. Because in here things are a little bit toasty, right? Yeah, things are getting a little bit toasty. So yeah. Mine all the way up to the abyssalite, take care of all of this slime. This water must be separated and treated, and we need to also start making space for farms and all of that, because I want to tear this one down so we can continue building the apartments in our base. I think the time has come for us to start working on this as well. So as you can see, there is plenty of projects to go around. It is just a matter of deciding which projects should be done first. Alright guys, so with most of this built, I am going to start tackling this slime biome next. I think I'm going to have the power plant somewhere around here. I came to the realization that the power spine must be somewhere around here because of our low amount of resources. I'm not going to build something like this again, and how about we deconstruct that one over there? There's no need for a square. But in any case, this is how I'm going to transport the power to this side. So I think I'm going to put the power plant over here with the storage probably in this corner or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, this slime biome must go because it is disgusting and I don't like looking at it. Alright guys, so I've been taking a look at our dupe's skills and I think it is time for us to attribute a few more skills, don't you think? First, let's welcome our new mechatronics engineer, Barry. Well, she was already part of the colony for a very long time. Over here I think we are cool for a little while, over here we are good as well. Nothing needed over here, however, Lyra, you are going to suffer a little bit because we need some demolition expert in the colony, so let's switch your hat, even though you like mining more than building, but I need to know that you are the one with the skill. And Lindsay might be able to... yep. That is nice. We have another mechatronics engineer. Nice, we'll have enough operators now for everything that we need, and I think we can go this way. There we go. Perfect. Every other dupe now, I'm just going to use their skills to do the exosuit training, because, well, they are going to need it. Lindsay might not be able to do it just yet. She's going to be a little bit stressed out, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Let me see... yeah, I'm not going to give it to everybody because I don't want everybody to be stressed out, but our main builder, miners and builders probably should have the exosuit training, so that's what I'm going to go for. Come on, my dupes, destroy all of this slime. We need the space to build industrial machinery. And of course, we don't want this ugly thing on our faces. Now, this probably won't take too much longer, maybe 2 more cycles, because the dupes have to travel a lot to get in here. I have queued a fire pole, but I'm pretty sure that is not going to be ready anytime soon. But in any case, in here we are going to have the polluted water pool, because as we know, the natural gas generators also create a little bit of polluted water. We need to store it somewhere. That somewhere is going to be right here, and hopefully I'll be able to stick some storage over here to the side. Hopefully we will hurry up, because well, we have a 45 cycle window to get as much natural gas out of here as possible, because after that is going to be a dormancy. 25 cycles. Close to 26 cycles of... not 26, god damn it, 46 cycles of dormancy, and that's a lot! That's a long time to go without natural gas, so... yeah, let's see if we can hurry up. See, I told you, that was going to be rather quick. Yeah, of course, just leave a little bit behind. That's fine. Next is the gas reservoirs. We are gonna need, I don't know, maybe, let's see. Let's see how many we can get. 6? That's not bad. 6 tanks. Okay, let's go for 9. Let's go for 9 tanks. Because 46 cycles, that tends to be a long time, so yeah, I think that 9 tanks is more than enough for now. By the way, I am perfectly aware that if I created a gas tank just like this, I would be able to accumulate a lot more. It's just that for some reason, I don't think the game likes that too much, or at least the last time I tried to do something like that, the game didn't like too much, and it lagged a lot, and I don't want to go through that again. Maybe it was just a fluke, I don't know. All I know is that I rather have my gas inside of gas reservoirs to avoid that. Okay, so dupes. Time to start putting some floors down and building some gas tanks. Okay guys, so this is pretty much where we are going to put our stuff. We are going to put 3 natural gas generators over here, and then we are going to put another level above them, but we have the ladders on the way, we need to remove them. We are just going to use 1 smart battery to control all of this. Nothing fancy like I did last time, I don't think it is necessary. Something simple will work just as well, if not better, given that we are not going to use as many resources. For the piping, I'm just going to expel the carbon dioxide in the general area. That is going to displace all of this polluted oxygen and prevent any more from being produced by this polluted water, hopefully by overpressurizing the area. And that's pretty much it. Now, this area is going to eat up quite significantly, but I have the intention of putting the cooling loop right here, right next to this, or maybe a little bit above it, because our industrial area is going to be, well, right here. I think this space is going to be just enough. I don't think we need more than that, so yeah, let's start working towards that. However, and as you probably know, given that I mentioned a cooling loop, there is something very, very important that we need for a cooling loop, and that's, well, steel. We still don't have steel, but we have some cold environments. Wow, why the lag? Game? Okay, thank you. But we have cold environments that we can use to make a little bit of steel, just to get us started on that cooling loop. So I think I'm either going to use this polluted water or this brine for that effect. Maybe this polluted water, because that way we can then use it, because, well, if we try to convert this polluted water into clean water, right now, it's going to freeze in the pipes and break the pipes. We need to heat it up a little bit, and we can do that by making some steel. So we would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And this is just hilarious. Okay. A waterfall of small pieces of ice. Okay. Well, in the blueprint pod, this time we got another snazzy suit. Let's take it and let's give it to Jean. Given that Jean spends most of her time around the place, I think that she is a good candidate for the snazzy suit. And luckily for me, it's the first thing to be selected. So, Jean, you have just been assigned a snazzy suit. Now, this is almost done. A few more cycles and the power plant will be operational. But getting that snazzy suit made me think. I think every single dupe this playthrough will have to be assigned a snazzy suit. It's like the one thing I was forgetting. If we are going to have luxury um, apartments and restaurants and amusement centers for our dupes, obviously they require some luxury clothing as well. Okay, so the gas is in the pipes, but is not filling up the machines just yet because they are disabled due to the automation. But I'm pretty sure everything will kick in operation once it is required by the battery. I set up the thresholds to be the same as the other batteries. I want everything to kick in at the same time. I don't want any system to be stressed too much. I kinda want to keep a good balance on everything. But in any case, now that this is done, our dupes should start focusing on doing this part now, so that we can get a few bits of metal to start working on that cooling loop. Okay, so we are draining power at a high rate now. Just look how fast we fill up this battery. Are you ready? Look at that. Done. Okay, I like it. Because it's only turned on a few seconds, it shouldn't generate a lot of heat, which is good. It will maintain itself for a very long time until we have the cooling loop up and running. We shouldn't have too much temperature problems. Of course, this is at times 3. Let's try times 1. Yeah, still pretty fast. I would say still pretty fast. Not gonna lie, pretty happy about that. Now, as I said, let's try and focus on this. But as our dupes are working on that, because, you know, there is always something else to do, I'm going to start to reclaim this space over here, to start working on that farm area. We are going to need it sooner rather than later. In our cooling loop, I'm going to try and put 2 aqua tuners like we did last time, but this time one of the cooling loops is going to be exclusively for the industrial area and power plant and whatnot, while the other cooling loop is going to be used to maintain farm temperature. I have an idea on how I'm going to do that, but well, we need to get there before I can even start to put it into words what I want to do. Well, we'll see once we get there, but yeah, that's the idea. Try to get that cooling loop up and rolling with 2 aqua tuners so that we can have 2 separate cooling loops, 2 different temperatures and whatnot. And yeah, that is going to lead us into our farming area and into our industrial area, which means that if we get this area done, we are pretty much self-sufficient for a very long time, and then we can start focusing on space stuff. I think that is going to be the plan. Of course, the game is going to show me why that is not a good idea soon enough, but we'll wait for that to happen, I suppose. Okay, so they built this faster than I anticipated. That is nice. So let's go into iron. We are going to need that refined carbon, which we are taking care of. So 2 cooling loops, that's 24 work orders. So let's go. 2.4 tons of steel is the bare minimum that we need, but I'm just gonna make a little bit more just in case we need some parts to be made out of steel. Now, for the cooling, as I mentioned, we are going to use this cold water right here. I just need to go over here, reconnect the power, go into kiln, make me, I don't know, Make me 20 for now. And soon we will have that sweet steel. Nice. Things are progressing faster than I thought. So now I need to find a way to deal with this water. I don't want to mix it with this polluted water. I don't want to create a mess, but this water is in our way, so I need to get rid of it somehow. And I also need to mine all of this. I need to mine all of this debris out of the way as well. But I think I'm going to start working on this now. Well, I told you that the game would give me something to do instead of my plan. I forgot. Renewable energies. Of course I'm going to need the steam turbine, and of course the steam turbine is locked behind material study science. Okay, let's divert from the original plan and let's start working on a small atomic lab somewhere around here. We have plenty of space available, so let's take care of that. Okay, so as we can see, that polluted water is coming out at a nice temperature, 41.1. Oh, no, now it's 23. Okay, interesting. But in any case, it barely makes any difference on this pool of polluted water. We'll be able to use it for cooling purposes for a very long time. I'm even going to queue some extra iron ore, because we need refined metals for other things other than just the steel. Yeah, I'm going to start working on that as well, given that I'm pretty sure we are not going to use all of this quote-unquote cold with just these few orders over here. Oh, look at that, another oxyfern seed. That is nice. Let's put it right here next to the other one. Free CO2 conversion is always nice. Now, for our material study, we are going to do something similar to what we did the last season, or in the last playthrough, but far simpler, because this time we don't have any lead to make the radiation suits, so well, they are gonna have to go well, naked over there. That's why I'm only going to put 4 instead of 6. We're gonna have a slower rad bolt production, but well, we don't need a lot for now, so I think this is going to be good enough. And while we wait on this to be done, I already ordered some mining orders over here. Let's try and start digging out all of this out, so that we can have the space available to us once we have the research available. Okay, so this is rather interesting. The vent is blocked by water, even if it is just a little bit, but it keeps on pouring out. Well, I'm glad that's the case, otherwise this would stop right on its track. But yeah, this area is becoming a tad bit disgusting, to be honest. There is a lot of different kinds of water all over the place. But eventually I will get on and fix this, but this is not a pressing matter. Making the cooling loop is. So let's take a look at this. Oh, nice! This is done over here. Let's see, how many? 3? Really? I thought I had more. Oh. Okay. Ding dong, no one is home. Okay, a few changes must be done apparently, so let's take care of that. Okay, so let's try this again, now with the pieces in their correct position. I like to do this this way, so that the dupes don't walk in front of the bolt being fired. Sometimes, you know, it can happen, but a little bit of automation would also be a good idea, so let's... I'm not making anything out of steel, am I? Hopefully not. I don't think so. Sometimes I change the material on by accident, but yeah, now we are generating a measly 50 red bolts per cycle. Not a lot, but it will allow us to start doing some research soon. So I think that problem is fixed, at least for now. Let's start focusing on clearing some space. Until we have this automation wire and signal switch built, this is the only way I have to control the rad bolts. Now, I don't want to send 500 rad bolts to the material study terminal, because I think that's a little bit too much. I don't know how many they can hold, but I think it's 1 rad bolt per research point. I can't remember, but we'll find out soon enough. So, I go over here and place 50 rad bolts. Given that we already have said rad bolts available, it should fire, right? There we go. Now we put it back into 500 and we wait a few moments. Yeah, not even close. I think it's 10 rad bolts per research point. So we need 200 rad bolts. Well, not in this case. We need 160. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think we can generate that in a one cycle or two. We are collecting 73 red bolts now, so yeah. Cool, we'll get that research done in no time. And over here, we can start demolishing all of this. Once the ladders are done, we can come over here and just go like this and demolish all of that. Okay, so this thing can hold up to 100 rad bolts, that's it. Oops, apparently 110 is too much. Let's go for 105. I'm trying to get the right amount without having an excess. I don't want to create nuclear residue, nuclear waste over here. Well, we don't have a nuclear facility to hold such waste. I don't think that's a good idea, so let's try to avoid having more rad bolt collisions with the floor. And for the research, it should be done now. I meant now. Exactly. Okay, so this is going to be the location of the cooling loop. Let's go into power. Where are you, beautiful? There you are. Okay, so we are going to need 2 generators. Just like so. So that means it's going to end up like this. There we go. We can cancel that part over there. Put one over here. Because we need to leave some spaces for the gases to flow through after we start pouring in the liquids. We can cancel this for now. I just needed to know for sure the measurements for this. And we also need one of these. In fact, let's make it multiples. And we need to close on this side, which means cancel that, cancel that. Come on. Let's go like this. Come on. Come on. Thank you. There we go. Now, we need to pour 2 kinds of liquids. We already have the water over here. Usually I don't like to use polluted water, so I think I'm going to go for the brine over here. Because the polluted water has the chance to off-gas, and that would be terrible. Let's go, game. So, yeah, I think I'm going to use the brine and the... something is not right over here. Stop. Something is not right. I think I miscalculated. Yep. Yes, I did. In any case, it should be right here. I will fix it later, don't worry. Let me just cancel this. In any case, I have to get this up and rolling. It's not going to be easy per se, but at least we already have the steel to make one and have the steel to make the second aquatuner. So maybe we can get to cycle 200 and have this at least partially done. That would be nice. I would love that. But who knows how fast our dupes will be able to work. Well, this might be a problem. We have run out of lime. However, we can't make any more lime because we have run out of eggshells. That might be a problem because lime tends to be a very slow resource to get. And well, if we go over here into utilities, we are still 600 steel away from from what we need, and that is not good. Not good at all. I mean, we can always make some omelets, right? I need 5 kilograms of eggshells to get 5 kilograms of lime. And we need 10 kilograms of lime per 100 kilograms of steel. That's a lot of eggs. Okay, maybe that is not a good route to follow. I mean, it is the only route we can follow because there is no fossil on this map. This is the magma biome, so any fossil that could exist would be right here. There is no poke shells either for us to use for lime for their shells, which means the only lime we are ever going to get is through eggs. So, I mean, I suppose I'm going to start cracking a few eggs then. Okay guys, so it's going to be a small change of plans. We're gonna have to deconstruct a few things. That's fine. Don't worry. I have stopped pouring in the water, and I don't think we should have... You're joking, right, game? You're joking. No, you're not joking. Of course you're not joking. Okay. Fine. You can do that. I thought the water was contained in that space, apparently not. In any case, let's disregard that and let's talk about the reason why. We are going to need the radiant pipes for the forges that we are going to have in our industrial area. I need at least 3 tiles for the radiator, and 3 tiles is... It's a minuscule amount, if I may say so, but I think it's good enough. Yeah, because of that, because I want to have at least 2 forges, we are going to need some extra space over here. So yeah, a few moving of objects is going to be necessary. There it goes. Yeah, pollute all of this with brine. Yeah, please, thank you. It's going to be wonderful dealing with that later. Thank you, I love it. But in any case, let's just ignore it for now. Okay, so the first part, the blueprint part, pretty much done. I already have all the water that well, not all the water. I still have to put a bottle emptier over here, drop some water because this carbon dioxide over here is stubborn. It doesn't want to move out. So if we drop some water on top of it, we'll be able to displace it. So, I have already placed at least one part of the cooling loop, the part that is going to cool off the steam generators as well. I'm going to have a few radiant pipes over here just to be sure that these steam generators are always operational. Then we are going to start a loop from over here. We are going to bring it down straight into our forge area. We must do it like this because there is no way I can make bridges happen in this area. Nope, this must be a complete pipe. I don't want anything messing up in my forge. Unfortunately, we still don't have a liquid for it. We must create something to melt our naphtha. I still need to think about that. But other than that, we are going to pretty much do a zigzag pattern with our cooling loop, going down over here and moving to the side as well, because we are going to use this entire area as our industrial area. So other than that, I don't think this cooling loop needs to be extended any further, and if it needs, we can just snip one of this area and extend it in any direction that we see fit. Now, how to create naphtha. I think I'm going to leave that problem for future me to deal with, but it's something that I must do. I can use the temperature over here to generate that naphtha, but this is already a pretty busy area. I don't know how I would do it, so I don't think I'm going to do that. The other idea I had was that I'm going to try and mine this entire area out in a vacuum. Cool, there is a vacuum over there as well, because apparently these are minor volcanoes, and we could use that magma for some geothermal power generation. But there is no way I'm handling that magma in an atmosphere. No, I kinda want to create a vacuum right off the start. If we create a liquid lock somewhere around here and start mining, we should always be in a vacuum. So that's my plan, and maybe in one of these areas we can create a small chamber to melt the plastic into naphtha, so that we can use it in our forge area over here. Okay, so this carbon dioxide doesn't want to be displaced. That's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure that if I do something like... if we move a few tiles around, it might be inclined to do so. Let's try to do this. Build a ladder over there, deconstruct this tile, see if we can have this thing move. There we go, there we go. It has been displaced. Please do it now. Oh. Okay. Now you are trapped over there. See what you did, Bahi? I hope that you are happy now. Okay guys, so now that we have the material research available to us, I took the liberty of researching the transit tubes, because we are going to need them. Now I can finally see if what I think... Yep, it's going to work the way I think it's going to work. Maybe not. Damn it. Maybe... Oh, maybe yes, because I can deconstruct this tile. And they can up from the ladder all the way up to this tile. Okay, so it's going to work, because I don't need to build this thing, is the transit tube crossings. I only need to build them over in this wall, not over here. So it's going to work. Great, fantastic. Or we could attempt to do it like this. For example, let me see, will this be able to... Oops, my bad, my bad. Will this be able to... Okay, so maybe yes. Can I put it like this? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to allow me to do this. I don't feel safe doing it this way, although it doesn't appear to be any problem doing things like this. But because it doesn't look to be connected, I don't think this is a good idea. Nope, I left the space on purpose to leave the tube through this main corridor over here, so that's precisely what I'm going to do. Perfect! Now, we don't need to go and build that just yet, that's a waste of time. What we do need to do, however, is... let's go into furniture. Comfy bed. Yeah, we cannot finish this episode without at least trying to give some of our dupes some luxuries, right? Let's get this this built so that at least Gossman and... let's take a look at our skills. I believe Gossman and Bahi are going to be the first to privilege dupes to get access to these apartments. So let's just increase the priority a little bit and see if we can get this done as well. I'm pretty sure we can, that's pretty simple. This, on the other hand, is a tad bit more complicated, and we are still stranded on... where is it? Utilities. On the steel, we only have 900 so far. I'm still missing 300, which is unfortunate, because without it we cannot close the cycle, but at the same time, even if we close the cycle, we will not have the forges operational just yet, but at least having the cooling loop up and rolling would be, you know, some peace of mind, knowing that these things are not going to overheat and get destroyed and start causing a ton of problems for us is, you know, one of those feelings that one cannot describe. Okay, so the first dupes to get assigned a cot are going to be, not a cot, a comfy bed are going to be Gothman and Bahi. There you go, my dupes. Oh well, I think this is as far as we can take it when it comes to the industrial area. Because, well, I figure that we are still going to wait at least 20 more cycles for the 200 still that we have to go. Maybe 20 cycles is a little bit of an exaggeration, but I'm pretty sure we are not going to get the materials that we need by cycle 200, that's for sure. But in any case, as everything is already set up. We already have the automation, the power, the pipes, everything is ready. We just need to come over here, put the aqua turner down, and close this area, and we can start utilizing it. So it is as good as done, in my honest opinion, which means we can start thinking about working towards this area. As I mentioned before, I kind of want to tap into these minor volcanoes and try to do some geothermal. So I might just start working on the airlock because it doesn't hurt, right? And another thing that I also kind of want to do next episode is that, let me see if I can find it. I saw it previously. Here it is. As we can see over here, there is a lot of glass available to us. I believe each block is either 400 kilograms or 200 kilograms of glass, which means that we can convert that at least one. If it is not 200 kilograms, it is at least 100. It says over there missing. No. Do you say over here how much do you have? Mass 100. Okay, we have 100 glass, not 200, not 400. It is 100. So that means that every 2 blocks is 1 solar panel. Which means that out of here we can get at least 2 solar panels. From this one over here, we have some more glass, 5 kilograms. That's not a lot. And over here, how much do you have? 5 kilograms. That is not a lot as well. But maybe we can get 3 solar panels running with the glass that the map has to offer us. That's some free power, so I don't think that sounds like a bad idea. I don't think that at all. So I think that's one of the things that we are going to do next episode. Finish this off, obviously, trying to tap into these minor volcanoes to get that naphtha running and some geothermal power as well. If everything goes according to plan, we might not even need this natural gas power plant over here. Solar and geothermal should cover us for a very long time. But right now, let's take advantage of the few cycles that we have remaining and start working towards future projects. And as we are arriving at the end of this cycle, we should decide we should get the next bed. I think that our mechatronics should have priority. After all, they are the most, well, most developed skill, most developed dupes skill-wise. So they should have the tiny morale boost that this gives, right? So we already have 3 apartments ready. Yay! Their toilets are still not operational, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get it running. But I'm going to leave that for future me to deal with. The end of the cycle is fast approaching, and well, we barely did anything over here. But yeah, I'm going to approach this area through here. Gonna make a liquid lock, and then hopefully all of this is going to be a vacuum, and we are not going to have gases transferring the scalding temperature of magma to anything around them. Fingers crossed. If not, we'll see. But I still need to think about on how I want to do the geothermal, because, well, truth be told, it's not like I have done anything like it before, so Still need to think about it a little bit, but we'll see we'll see what I will come up with. But in any case, guys, the cycle 200 has arrived, and that means the end for this episode. I'm quite satisfied with the progress that we made today, even though I discovered that I did not have enough lime ready for the project ahead, but at least we are closing in on the materials that we need to finish this off. We still need to work on a few other things, but overall, most of the complicated stuff is already done, so I'm glad about that. Future me, hopefully, will also be thankful for everything that we have done in here today. But with all of that said, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!